Hi, I'm Richard Phillips. I'm the Managing Director of Aminoa Biostimulants, a biotech company in the UK specialising in crop nutrition products.
Can you tell us what you've got here at Cereals for 25?
We're continuing a theme that we've been doing on the Cereals event site for the last few years. We will be demonstrating Aminoa Blast, which is our amine nitrogen product that will replace something like 25 to 50% of soil applied nitrogen. And we have plots of oilseed rape, we have plots of wheat, and we have plots of triticale.
And in terms of the products, how are the products benefiting crops in your opinion?
Well, generally they are helping the plant resist certainly low levels of disease by themselves. And what we found in a situation where we are co-applying with fungicides, we can get away with applying substantially lower amounts of fungicide, because generally fungicides are considered to have three modes of action: contact, translaminar across the leaf, or translocated through the xylem system. But our products are very active in the phloem, and so when we co-apply them, we get more persistence of the chemical or the fungicide within the plant. So lower doses can work very effectively.
And just explain how the biostimulant works in the plant, please, Richard.
Well, basically, all our products are generally all based on amino acids. Every plant, everything that grows, is effectively an amino acid production factory. I mean, what we do as a business, we break down proteins into their constituent amino acids and put them in a can that then the farmer can apply to the crop. So what that means is you can get a few more days growth out of the same amount of moisture and nutrients. And now we know, having done a lot of trial work with NIAB and Velcourt, etc., that we can get very effective results at lower levels of fungicide.
And I assume also lower levels of nitrogen.
Yeah, absolutely. Blast, we think, on light land, Blast seems to be able to allow the farmer to maybe reduce soil applied nitrogen by about 25%. And on heavy land, some growers are telling us that they can actually reduce their nitrates by 50%.
Now it's very dry, it's very warm here. You've mentioned light ground. Do these products have a benefit in stress situations like we're possibly heading to now?
Yeah, undoubtedly they do. And the major effect we're seeing from the Blast as well is that it's working because you're putting an amine nitrogen onto the plant itself. It's a very efficient form of nitrogen. You are also stimulating much better root foraging to collect the nutrients that are there in the soil, but also because we are stimulating the plant to produce root exudates, which provide a food source for protozoa, and the protozoa gobbling up the bacteria produce a nutrient-rich fertilizer for the plant, which may contribute 20 to 40 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare.
And can you tell us just a bit more detail about the plots? You mentioned oilseed rape, triticale, wheat. How many plots have you got per crop? And just tell us a little bit about the particular treatments.
Yeah, we've got just 8 plots of oilseed rape. Half of them have been treated with our seed treatment, Aminoa Start, and half of them without. And then on top of that, we've got various levels of nitrogen, and we also have some plots that have just been treated with our organic product and some not treated at all. So you already can visually see some huge differences in the plots this year, because I think we've only had something like 5 millimeters of rain here since the beginning of March.
So what differences can you see at the moment?
Yeah, well, you can see that the ones that have had reduced amount of nitrogen, the organic plots, are really showing quite a lot of stress at the moment. However, what is interesting is the plots that have had only 70 kilos of soil applied nitrogen and 150, and probably that 150 hasn't all been taken up yet either, because it's been so dry. There is hardly any difference in those plots, so it's showing that the effect of the aminoblast product is overriding and overcoming that level of reduced nitrogen.
And in terms of resilience, how important is farm resilience now?
I mean, I think farm resilience is absolutely critical. I mean, and if we look at policy, I mean, in both the UK and the EU, and the EU in particular, where the aim is to reduce pesticide use by 50% by 2030, our products are perfectly aligned with that strategy.
And in terms of cereals as an event, how important is cereals? How important are events like this?
Yeah, I think cereals is very important. I mean, we do visit quite a lot of farms around the country and distributors, but this is the one event really where our big customers will come to, and and very often these are people we see them once a year, or maybe once every couple of years if they don't come every year. But it is very important for us.
And it's an opportunity to engage with agronomists and farmers. Typically, what sort of questions do you get asked at an event like this, Richard?
Well, I suppose it's changed a lot over the last few years. A few years ago, we were getting a really huge amount of skepticism. People didn't know what our products do. I mean, today I think most of that skepticism has gone, and now people are coming specifically to ask us, how can I use them in my program? How can I use it to reduce my costs or increase my profit?
And just looking further ahead, how do you think the farming landscape will change, particularly with this attitude to bio products, Richard? What if we jump forward 10 years, what do you think farming will look like in 2035?
Yeah, I think that predominantly, I mean, biopesticides, biostimulants are going to be preeminent, because we can't keep doing what we've been doing for the last 70 years and actually destroying the soil and destroying the soil microbiology, because we need to build up soil organic matter, which we've mined over the last 70 or 80 years, and we need to re-establish the soil microbiology. And what is encouraging, and what is something we've only discovered over the last few years, is that in a matter of months, because we take on the area for the cereals event in sort of August of one year and have to turn out an event by June, and in every one of the last 4 years, by changing the management, we have significantly changed the profile of the soil microbiology. So it's not something which can take years, it's something you can achieve over a matter of months, which is a real take-home message.
And do you think that synthetic chemistry has a place going forward? Will we see a sort of combination of bio and synthetic? Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I mean, there's nothing wrong per se with synthetics, as long as they're benign and they don't have a negative effect on the environment, but provided they are proven to be safe and not detrimental, they have a role alongside biologicals. I also understand there's an opportunity to earn basis points.
Yeah, certainly. We're offering basis points, so we'll have a little questionnaire. You can come to the stand and hopefully learn something about amino acids and their role in agriculture. And as well as offering basis points, we are also offering CPD points for the National Register of Spray Operators.